Just before the audio starts, I want to let you know, if you enjoy my content, I got a Patreon. So if you want to support me personally and get access to a bunch of exclusive audios, as well as weekly polls to decide Friday's audios, and a Discord with a bunch of lovely people for you to talk to me and give me ideas, feel free to look in the description, click on that link. But if you don't want to, you want to keep your money to yourself, you got more important stuff to focus on, completely okay, I understand it. I am not the most important person in the world. I know that. Please don't treat me like that. But anyway, enough chit chat. So, if you're interested, link in the description, but if not, completely fine. And without further ado, enjoy the audio. Well, that is looking pretty dang good. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to go really anywhere. That's gotta be at least like a foot. There's no way any roads are gonna be available. Yeah, well. Yeah, we got some food in the fridge. And it just so happens the night you spend at my place, for the first time in years, we get a metric ton of snow. Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Forgot how pretty it was. God, it's pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, I haven't seen snow in years. It hasn't snowed here in so long. It's like last year really teased us. I think we got a little bit of snow, but I haven't seen this much snow in years. Like last year teased us. It was like, oh, it's cold enough to snow, but it didn't rain. Now it's raining, but it's just really cold water. It's like, can you stop? Can you stop teasing me? Yeah. Yeah, I was outside. That's why my hair's wet. It's actually not too cold. It seems like I don't know. Let me check. Let me check. Let me get the phone. Phone's got a little bit of water in it. How cold is it? It's 30 degrees. Just barely cold enough for all the snow not to melt away. Man, it's pretty. It's so pretty. Of course, all this happens after Christmas. Remember when it got consistently cold before December? Wasn't that a time? Oh, God. Well, better late than never, I suppose. Well, we got rations. Obviously got plenty of water. Got my Britas downstairs in case you don't trust sink water, because I don't. Look, I'm not one to say like, oh, you gotta use bottled water, because I think the taste of bottled water is stupid. That whole idea. And plastic's just like it's a tyranny. But I don't know if I trust sink water. That's why I got the Britas. And you gotta get multiple because them bitches take a while. This is nice. Just, I don't know, just being around here with you. Watching some snowfall. I think it's more sleet now. Yeah, it's sleeting a little bit. Still, looking out the window with you. It's nice. Out of all the people that could have been stuck at my apartment, you're probably my number one pick. Because you're my best friend. I love you. What? It's true. You have given me more fun experiences than all my other friends combined. That's saying something. You have. You've been instrumental in my life. You changed a lot of things about me. You made me a better person. And I can't thank you enough for that. You know you stretched me out of some dark times. I don't mean to get like deep or anything, but okay. You know, before I met you, I had a lot of friends, but I don't think I had like real friends. You know, I had people around me, but I still felt so alone. I realize now that I masked a lot. I don't even know there's a term for it, but like, here's an example. I did this a lot as a kid. I would see things on TV and in cartoons and stuff like that, and these behaviors that people would play out. And I remember specifically, there was like a cartoon show. I forget what show, but one of the characters got into a car accident, and they said this in a very specific delivery, I suppose. They just said, like, person, are we gonna be on the news? And I got into a fender bender with my mom, and I was pretty young. I want to say I was like maybe in my early teens, like 13, 14 or something, maybe even earlier. And I just went like, Mom, are we gonna be on the news? Because I just repeated it. And I was like, that's what people say, right? And she was like, what? No, it's just a little... And she didn't respond in the way the cartoon character did. And I was just like, oh, I made a mistake. And I realize now that that was me, like, trying to be social in a way. I don't know how to fully describe it, but I realize now that that was a form of masking, because I didn't really... It's like Peridot from Steven Universe. She studied that one TV show to try and make jokes and be funny and be accepted in certain situations, and she would repeat it line for line without really understanding why it was funny or why it was said in that specific situation, and she would be confused when it wasn't accepted, or like they didn't react the way she was expecting. And I didn't realize it at the time when I was watching Steven Universe as a kid, but I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I did that a lot. I did that a lot. Along with masking and trying to adapt and see and just repeat rhetoric, essentially, of whatever friend group I was around to try and fit in. It kind of gave me an identity crisis now that I think about it, because I didn't know, for the longest time, I didn't know who I was. You know, I didn't know who I even wanted to be. I was so used to playing a character, I didn't know who the real me was. Even around family, I did that. Now I realize it's probably a healthy dose of neurodivergency and possibly a bit of autism. You know, when I first realized that I might be on the spectrum, but at the very least neurodivergent, it freaked me out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know really how to interpret it. You know, there's a stigma around being autistic that I feel like a lot of media and pop culture is kind of built around Because he always, like, for a while, it's just like, I can't be. Because you see, like, it's represented in media by, like, the good doctor and Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. And, like, with them, it's super obvious. It's like, they have their stereotypical obsession that they can't really, like speak super well. And, like, I'm like, I have no trouble talking at all. And, like, that's the thing, I can perform very well, especially like on stage and stuff. If I like practice lines and stuff, I kill that. But then I realized, and I like looked into it and asked a few autistic friends about it, and I'm like, oh, the media lied to me. Imagine that, right? I realized, no, that's autism is a spectrum. I think a lot of people picture autism as like a thermometer. It's like you're 0 or you're 100, but it's really like a graph with an x and y axis. And a lot of people say that, but I also say, like, I think there's also a z axis, because like you can have varying degrees of it, but it also like intersects with your personality in a way. Like x is this, y is this, and I think z is like how it would intersect with your personality. It's a three-dimensional thing. It's a spectrum. I don't think a lot of people really understand that. you know, I've heard some of my family be like, "Oh, everyone's getting diagnosed with ADHD nowadays. It's crazy. I can't believe this." I'm like, "Yeah, because a lot of people had undiagnosed ADHD." Like, yeah, medicine and science just evolved, and now we realize, oh, all these people had ADHD. It's like, it's so stupid for people to be like, oh, you can't be this. It's not everyone in the world. I'm just like, it's a very common thing. Like, autism is a bit more common than people give it credit for. It's just not everyone realizes that that's what they go through. And a lot of people are like, if it's so subtle, like, why do you even need to worry about it? But I'm just like, you have no idea how relieving it is to realize that you're not crazy. Like, they don't get that. They don't understand, because for so much of my life, I felt like I was insane. I did not know why I felt like I did. And then that little label came out of nowhere, and I was just like, oh my god. Like, I almost cried when I realized. I really did. But anyway, for a while I wasn't super comfortable with who I was, and well, then I met you, and you changed a lot of things. You made me feel good and okay. You made me feel confident in myself, and that the affirmations you give me of like, yeah, you're valid in feeling this, or yeah, it's okay to feel this. I'm like, God, I've needed that for so much of my life, because like my family, they don't mean to, but there are a lot of the times I pose this thing that's like a bit out of the norm for them, and they're just like, what? That's stupid. Or like, what? Why do you believe that? Like, or like in the media, they're like, okay, explain like why you think that, because that's weird. I'm just like, oh, and they don't mean to, but like downsizes me. But when I talk to you, you're like, yeah, this thing, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm valid. I didn't know that. I didn't know I could be a valid person. I thought I was just outside of the norm. Uh, you made me, you you made me feel okay and alive, and like I wasn't losing my marbles. Like, all this shit that I thought was wrong with me is just okay, and it's not I mean, I guess it's kind of abnormal, but it's not a bad thing. You gave me that. No one else did. So that's a big reason why I'm happy to be snowed in with you. You changed my life. You made me feel like a damn person. I've never felt that before. I didn't know I could feel that. Thank you. Me being all sappy. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring the conversation into that. You know, it's snow. We should be outside building a snowman or something. Like, I once started this morning when I was outside because I was like, So I rolled a fairly big bass, so we could finish that up a little bit. Of course, I mean all that. Every word. Hey, you are an incredibly special person. You need to know that, okay? You've changed my life, and you've touched so many others. You are a good person. Okay? Of course I mean that. I mean every word. Oh. Wait, no. Wait, come back, please. It's okay. It's okay. No. Hey, look. Did I say that? Did I say that? Calm down, please. It's okay. I know. It was a moment. We were all close, and I was saying these things. No, I know. Hey, stop rambling. It's okay. Look at me. Hey, it's. Alright, fuck it. Yeah, that shut you up. What? You wouldn't stop talking. If you would let me explain, you would hear that I was okay with you kissing me because I felt the spark there too. And I wanted to kiss you too. Asshole. You need. Dumbass. Anyway. Make your dick feel bigger? Sure it does, buddy. Anyway. I wanted to kiss you. I don't know, I just felt something with that conversation that I hadn't really felt before. I think I like you. Is that okay? Of course I'm gonna check if it's okay, you never know. People have boundaries. No, I don't really know what this means for our relationship, but I mean, hey, whatever it may mean, I'm ready to find out.